right, artist, it is time to go camping. Welcome back to another video on Darling Little Artist. Today we are trying out Holo Taco's new camping collection. Now this is their fall themed collection. It follows the Down to Earth collection, the Dark Academia collection, and listen, the Dark Academia collection just speaks to me as a person, but I have to say that I did go camping as a kid, and this whole collection is kind of bringing that back up. A lot of memories, a lot of fun memories, and so I'm excited to see what this collection has to offer. Going through all these polishes, we have Feeling Sparks, Feral Forest, Stop Buggin', and Off the Grid. We also have Boom Toasted, Nature Calling, the new Shooting Star Holo Taco. And in addition to this collection, Holo Taco also released its new Sticky Base and a s'mores scented nail oil. Let's get started with Feeling Sparks. Now this is a magnetic polish. It has a deep red base, orange and red iridescent flakes, and a golden copper magnetic pole. I also have the magnetic wand right here, ready to go. Now, just looking at the polishes, first glance, this I have to admit is my favorite, but it is a magnetic polish, which means it does take a little bit more time, a little bit more effort to put on and get the full effect of the polish. So I'm going to paint this on the thumb here, get a good first coat, and then I'm going to quickly close that polish, grab the wand, and hover over the nail. So basically this is just you sit here and wait. So that's what we're gonna do. I will say my experience with camping comes from Girl Scouts. I was really into Girl Scouts as a kid. I wanted to earn all the badges. I wanted to sell all the cookies. I wanted to do all the things. It wasn't until junior high when a lot of people were kind of dropping out where I was just kind of like, you know what? I want to shift my energy somewhere else to other interests. But I was really into it for a while. Okay, I think we're good. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that stripe of copper. That is so gorgeous. I love how it really shifts with like the angle it's at. This is so pretty. Okay, so that's just the first coat. We'll have to do a couple others, but until then, let's move on to the next polish. Now onto the next nail. So since Holo Taco decided to release 6 polishes along with its topper, we have an extra polish that we can't just do a simple Skittle Mani on one hand to demonstrate the whole collection. So what I'm going to do with this nail is I'm going to put the 2 greens together. So first we're going to paint with Feral Forest. This is a dark green Crelly, and then we're going to top it with Stop Buggin'. Now this is a green micro foil flake formula. You may remember the 6th anniversary collection that launched earlier this summer, that they had another microfoil flake, Sky Lounge, which I said that I wanted more colors of. So here's Holo Taco giving us what we want with this microfoil flake. But first we're just gonna paint on the Crelly. We're gonna start with the Crelly, build that up a bit, and then we'll add the Stop Buggin' polish. For those who don't know, Crelly is kind of a mix between a jelly and a creme. So it's going to be a little translucent, which is totally fine. But I have found that their Crellys still have pretty good coverage, which look at that. As I'm saying, I think they'll still have good coverage. It is like covering up my entire nail. Are we sure this is a Crelly? Because this just has like full coverage. Holy moly. Okay. I think part of it was that I kind of laid it on a little thick. So that's probably why we had such good coverage there. I do see it being a little translucent as I kind of spread the polish out on the rest of the nail. I'm gonna attempt to clean up nail a bit. Oh my gosh, this would go so well with Devil's Advocate as like a dark, moody Christmas look. I can see it. I love it. I'm already planning the nail art for it. We just got to keep that going. All right. Okay, let's move on to the next nail where we are going to paint on Off the Grid. This has a dark blue indigo base with a cyan shimmer and an amber mauve magnetic pole. This polish is really supposed to mimic kind of a clear night sky where you see all the stars, which I totally get from the bottle, but let's see how it looks on the nail. Okay, again, I have my magnetic wand ready to go. So we are just going to quickly paint on a layer, a coat, if you will. Clean this up. Cool, I can clean the rest up later. Quickly close that. And then hover the magnetic wand over the nail. And again, we are going to wait. I personally like to wait 5 minutes. I think that's a little excess. I think you just have to do like 1 or 2. But I just want to be sure because when the first magnetic polishes came out, I was not very good at it. And it took some learning. I think now I'm getting a little bit better. I don't know if that's my skills or if they're just making the polishes a little bit easier to work with. I don't know. But I am just going to sit here for 5 minutes and just wait for it to work its magic. I'm so curious about how this looks. And like, I'm trying to remember the last time that I just kind of laid out under the stars, like a clear night sky and saw all the stars. It's been a while. But yeah, I definitely remember doing that while camping. I loved camping as a kid. I don't know if I could do it as an adult. I feel like I know too much. I feel like I'm too aware of germs and just all the things. Plus my body, I don't know if it could sleep on the ground very easily. It probably could do better than some, but I don't know if I want to do that. I'll go for a cabin, like a nice cozy cabin with a working bathroom and working kitchen, and I'll do that. That sounds fun. Give me a little cottage. I'll go all folklore on it. We'll have a time in the woods. It'll be great. But yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, okay. Let me just finish this up for you and then we'll get back to the next shade. All right, let's see the magic. Okay, I see it a little bit. It's kind of hard to pick up. It's a little bit more subtle than the other one, but I see it. It does kind of look like the night sky almost. Okay, I like that. It's a lot more subtle, but I like it. It's definitely there. Okay, let's move on to Boom Toasted. This is a yellow gold shimmer polish. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of looking forward to the fact that this polish, you don't have to do much to. You just have to paint it on and you see the effects in full display. So let's just go ahead and start painting it on. I also think it's been a while since I've had s'mores, like some really good s'mores by the campfire. I don't even remember the last time I had that. You know what I really want? I want like a fire pit in my yard. I think that'd be so much fun. We haven't pulled the plug and gotten one just because I think you have to get a permit for it, and I don't know much about the upkeep, so that kind of scares me. But I just think it'd be so nice to just hang out on our back porch, make s'mores. It just feels like such a vibe. Let's look at this polish. This looks beautiful. It's a very gold polish. It definitely needs a couple coats. But yeah, I love it. I think it balances out the collection pretty well. I think it's really nice. Next, we are painting with Nature is Calling. This is a dark navy blue polish with pale yellow and pink shimmer. Now, this is one of the polishes where there's kind of an inside joke in the Simply Nailogical community. So if you know, you know. But if you don't know, you may want to look into that a little bit if you're interested. Otherwise, it just looks like a gorgeous polish that we can try out right now. Last one. Not really. Actually, we have many more. Ooh. Okay. Let me clean this up a little bit. Okay. I have to say, I like it. I think the blue really comes through. Once we get more layers, we'll get more of the shimmer coming through as well, but I like this. Next, I'm going to go ahead and paint on at least one more coat of each shade, and then we will move on to the next step of this look. We have the polishes painted on. Now we just have to add Stop Buggin' to this nail right here. I'm not gonna do anything super fancy with it. I am just going to kind of just carefully paint it on like half the nail. And I think I want to try and do a diagonal. So we are going just carefully paint on some of the polish. Okay, this is looking nice actually. I like this sparkle. I like how it kind of like the two green shades, it feels like they go with each other, and it kind of just, I like it. Okay. I love this polish. Like I said, I love this formula. The green looks so bright. It looks Christmas. It looks St. Patrick's Day. Like I said earlier, it looks Girl Scouts. Like I feel like I'm gonna have so much fun with that polish. And it looks so good over like a Crelly. I think it would look good over a creme. I think like these, another nail art idea. So take these microflake polishes, find corresponding cremes, and do like a gradient. I think that would look so cute. I might have to do that. But oh my gosh, I love this. I love it. Okay. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot our topper. It is the Holo Taco Shooting Star Taco. It's a hollow glitter with little star glitters. I am so excited to try out this topper. I am curious because there is a lot of warmth to this palette. It's a very fall palette. And so I'm curious how the silver and hollow will look on top of it, because I love how the mani looks right now. This is just with the coats that we put on. And I really love this look. But you know what? I don't care because I love sparkle. I love rainbows. So this is just going to elevate it. I am sure of it. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paint on the non-magnetic nail polish first. And then I'm going to do the magnetic polishes. So first, I'm just going to do one coat. And I am just going to paint it on as is and just kind of see what comes out. So we got a little hollow, no stars yet. I wonder. And then, come on. Oh, we got 1 star. We got 1 star right there. Okay. I will then go back and I will place the stars on the nails. But I just want to get like at least 1 coat where it's just covered. Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay, got another star. All right, now we're gonna do magnetic polish. So this one, I wanna be careful because I wanna make sure that we keep the magnetic stripe. So I'm gonna take my magnetic wand right after I paint on the topper, and I am just going to hold that over for a couple minutes just to be safe. We have at least 2 stars on each nail, which I honestly think is pretty good. And I like how they're like just, they don't look uniform, which one is probably really hard to do. So I wasn't going to attempt it, but I do kind of like how scattered it looks. I was a little nervous about adding the holo, not going to lie, but you can't question the holo queen. She is always right. Holo makes everything better. And I think it definitely did for this manicure. Okay, this is the final look. And I have to say I'm pretty impressed. I love these polishes on their own. I think they really bring something to the catalog of Holo Taco. I also think they just really work together as a palette. Like I was kind of skeptical on what a camping collection would look like, but these polishes I think really do demonstrate like a camping aesthetic. It's really interesting. I love the magnetic polishes. Like this is just stunning. This is absolutely stunning. Like this polish is definitely, it's still my favorite. It's just, it's so beautiful. I love the shooting star taco. I think that it does kind of add a little bit of fun to the polishes. And yeah, I just think it looks really nice. It's jogging memories of mine from when I was a kid and was camping, and I love that a collection of nail polish can do that. I think it's just so fun. I have so many nail art ideas that I hope I can get to, and I'm just so excited to play with this collection some more. So I'm gonna leave it there. I will be posting pictures and videos of this look on my socials. You can find me Darling Little Artist on TikTok and Instagram. And you can also find more videos like this on this channel right here, Darling Little Artist on YouTube. I promise to try out future Holo Taco collections and also maybe some other videos. If you guys have some ideas, feel free to comment below. Subscribe if you want to keep up to date to what I'm doing. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.